Hello everybody, I am Jedi Jack Penguin, and welcome back to another LEGO Harry Potter review. It is never too early to start getting into the Christmas spirit, so today we're going to be taking a look at this year's Hallmark keepsake ornament for the LEGO Harry Potter theme. Now, we've gotten these ornaments for pretty much every single other LEGO theme in the past. Star Wars, DC, even the CMF line got a few, and even Jurassic World. I'm going to do a little history of Hallmark LEGO ornaments later on in the video after I unbox this. But I just have to say, it's really amazing to see that we're finally getting ornaments for the LEGO Harry Potter theme. This year, LEGO is really showing that they are confident in this theme by licensing out ornaments and even the plushes, which I'll be doing another video on sometime before the end of the year. So to get us started, we might as well look at the box design. We have that typical sort of like Hallmark look with this white background with your ornament, your logos over here. We also have this dark red just to show keepsake. It is marked as a 2022 ornament. It came out on October 8th, 2022, retailing for $16.99. And take a look at the bottom where we have the barcode and all that other Wizarding World and Warner Brothers information there. So yeah, that's all that I really have to say about the box. We have a little bit of information about the designer of this one, I believe, from the back, which is really interesting and cool that they include that on the back of these. Just looking at some of these other ones made by different people, or at least that's what I think, just based on some of these. Well, it looks like one artist worked on all of these Star Wars ones. We might have a different artist for something like this. There we go, we have the same artist for the Joker here. I might also note that I don't own all of the currently available or previously available Hallmark LEGO ornaments. Someday I hope to complete that collection, though some of them are a little pricey on the aftermarket. So diving right in, we're gonna first actually remove all this background stuff to give us a clear area to take a look at the ornament that we have on hand. So opening this up, I get some paper, which is really nice of them to wrap it up for us. And this will also show how very, very small our Harry minifigure really is. I might as well also bring out the actual minifigure version of this Harry Potter minifigure. This is the one that we actually got within the Hedwig set back in 2019, where you get the short legs to represent year one, those blue hands for some gloves, and the printing from the front and the back. You can also take a look there. We have some of those details, 2022, the LEGO group and Hallmark. Really cool that they include that there. Makes it extra special in my opinion. Get the face print, which the flesh tone color looks slightly different compared to the flesh tone color that we see on typical minifigures, but it's fine. And you get that 2018 introduced hairpiece. Of course, you can't switch that around to take a look at the back of the figure's head. Overall, very pleased with this figure. It is a stationary figure. You get the wand for the accessory, can't really move any of the parts. And there's a look at the bottom of the feet and the top of the head, where you also get that little hole where you can place a paper clip or some string or whatever you want in order to hang this on your Christmas tree. Something I was really looking forward to doing in this video is highlighting all of the different Hallmark ornaments that we've gotten through LEGO over the years. So all the way back in 1994 and 1995, a lot of people probably don't really know about these ornaments, but we actually got these sort of specialized Santa ornaments. The first one in 1994, which was Santa's Lego sleigh. You get a red, yellow, blue color scheme sleigh, which are the typical LEGO colors. You also get this more Lego-ized version of Santa. You can see that he has some green hands for some gloves. And you also have a light flesh tone, which was really interesting to see, I guess, for the time period, considering they didn't really start to switch over to giving us flesh tone minifigures till around 2004. You'll also see the flesh tone Santa return within 1995 the fireplace with Santa. This is pretty much in the same sort of brick-built style for the fireplace, with the same sort of color scheme, just adding a little bit of brown there for the mantle area. Another thing I really like about these compared to some of the other ornaments is the fact that they are clearly dated. They actually give you a very nice little nameplate with the date 1994 and 1995 on each of these. Now fast forward 16 years after those two ornaments, Hallmark decided that, hey, LEGO, you want to team up and make some LEGO Star Wars ornaments? And that brought us 4 years of LEGO Star Wars ornaments. Now these characters are very, very much outdated looking at the designs that we have now for them, specifically Darth Vader. This is that more 2009 version that we saw back in the day. That 2008 style Stormtrooper, Clone Wars style Yoda. We don't even use that head mold anymore. Clone Wars style, definitely looking at the eyes there. And then Boba Fett, which I believe this was the 2010 version that came in that Slave 1, which is still a very nice version of that figure. Now, something you may notice compared to the Harry Potter ornament that we actually just looked at is the fact that all of these come with these little 2x4 bricks that have the LEGO Star Wars logo on it. Now, where did that go? I guess they decided they didn't want to do that after, come 2017, we started seeing these figures stand alone without any of these specialized plates, which I think is a little annoying. I would have liked to have seen them keep with the consistency, but in comparison to the future ornaments that we'll end up getting for the LEGO Star Wars theme, these actually fit in very well. So to save some time, I'm just gonna open these all up, and we're gonna take a look at all of these together. In the year 2011, we saw our very first ornament of Darth Vader. Now, I do have to note right off the bat that these are also starting to fall apart. If you look at Darth Vader, his arm just fell off. You can see the little socket. And there is also some problems when it comes to the legs of these, which I'm not even going to try with the Stormtrooper. I know it's a little bit loose at the base there, but it is interesting to see that these were technically put together in the style of real LEGO minifigures. Again, this is representing that older style that we saw back in like 2008, 2009 for Darth Vader with the original helmet mold. You get the print from the front of the torso. You can see the cape, and it looks like his arm just fell off again, and you also get the lightsaber in that style of not the chrome but the silver hilt. Next up we have the Stormtrooper, which I do have to appreciate the style of the gun, this retro style, which I really love from the complete saga. You even get the LEGO logo on the stud, which is really amazing. Get the printing from the front, and also that older helmet style from like the 2008 days. No back printing because they didn't have it back in the day. You can also see no printing on the legs as they didn't have that either. Also a look at the bottom of these if you're interested. They just have the dates on the bottom and Hallmark details. 2013 brought us this Clone Wars style of Yoda, which is probably one of my favorite versions of Yoda, despite the head very easily fading with the printing. You get the Clone Wars style eyes and the Clone Wars style torso, short legs as he has short legs, no back printing, which wasn't really necessary. And of course you can have a very nice green lightsaber to counter the red that you see for Darth Vader. You can have him fight. You can also see the size comparison between these just to show that they are in good scale to each other. And lastly, in 2014, before another 2-year break of these ornaments, we got Boba Fett, which is representing the one from 2010. Get that little antenna from the side. You can also see that we have the pretend fake hole from the other side of the helmet. Really love the helmet printing and also the torso and the leg printing, which we don't get leg printing on any of these other characters, so that's really cool to see that they brought that in this figure. You also get a unique gun style, and also you can see the jetpack and the side cape. Really well done by LEGO. Love this figure. Probably one of my favorites of all of the ornaments that I have in my collection. Really a great figure. Now, compared to the ornaments of nowadays, each of these individually retailed for $14.99, which is, I guess, $2 cheaper than what you can currently get for the LEGO ornaments. I might also add, when it comes to these newer ornaments, that they actually come with back printing for some of them, but the thing that's missing, which these that are $2 cheaper have, is this special little 2x4 brick, which I also just noticed that the one for Darth Vader is slightly smaller than the ones that you see for the other 3 characters, which are all pretty much the same size, which is one small continuity error, but again, these ornaments are probably some of my favorites just because they were the first that we ever got. Fast forward to the year 2017, we have the release of the LEGO Batman movie, so Hallmark brings us our very first non-Star Wars or non-just classic LEGO ornament with Batman from the LEGO Batman movie. Now, next year in 2018, we'd see that followed with the Joker, which I actually happen to have in my collection, that version. We're gonna unbox him quickly, where you can see Hallmark starting to get a little bit more creative with these ornaments. You can see a lot more printing style on the torso, even from the back. You don't get any back printing, you just get those extra details. I really love the tailcoat, how that's done, the particular plastic. It's sort of like 3D print style. You can also see the print from the front of the face and the classic hairstyle for that LEGO Batman movie version of the Joker. Though you may notice that we don't have that special 2x4 with the LEGO Batman movie logo or anything. We just get this specialized pose. I definitely prefer this over just having them stationary or just walking on this 2x4 brick. But again, for $2 more, are we really getting the same thing? Bringing Harry into the situation, we can take a closer look to see just the scale of these figures. Again, just goes to show that they are trying to keep them in a more consistent scale in the future. Now, keeping with 2018, in addition to the Joker from the LEGO Batman movie, we also saw the LEGO Ninjago movie release in 2018. And with that, we got our very first and our only LEGO Ninjago ornament of Lloyd from the LEGO Ninjago movie. You get that same sort of style that you would see for the figure, and it would stay in that size comparison to the rest of them that they are planning to release into the foreseeable future. Now, flash forward 2019, we have a smaller box design, which made me worry that these would be smaller than the ones that we got in 2018, but I guess they just made the box smaller. Here we go, we have C-3PO, which isn't the most recent design for C-3PO. Of course, there's a much better one currently available this year in 2022, though I guess Hallmark just didn't know that was coming. You don't get any of the fancy arm or leg printing, you just get that torso print, which I think was like the 2017 one, because we still have those eye prints, which didn't really come available till around then. You can also take a look at the back printing, which is nice, and a pretty simple size comparison to Harry there. Again, they're trying to keep them in that same sort of size comparison. Along with C-3PO, we also happen to have gotten R2-D2. We continued the LEGO Batman movie with Robin, which completes the set with Batman, Robin, and the Joker. Really great setup there. But we also got the introduction and the demise of the LEGO movie, where we got Unikitty, which I think was the best outcome, even though we probably should have seen Emmett at some point, or maybe even Wildstyle. And we also saw them introduce the CMF line with Santa Claus from, I believe that was like Series 5 or Series 6. Of course, that design for Santa Claus wouldn't last long, as in 2021 we saw a much better version in a set. The year's 2020, the pandemic has started, and Hallmark is still going strong with these LEGO ornaments, introducing even more brand new licenses here. In addition to Star Wars, where we saw Han Solo and Chewbacca, which both used their original sort of like classic style, sort of continuing what we saw with R2 and C-3PO. I wonder if they do plan on releasing a Luke Skywalker or anything in the future, Princess Leia, just under that like 20 years label. I think that would be really interesting to see. Even though it's not 20 years anymore, I think that would be a lot of fun to see them continue that lineup. The CMF continued with the Gingerbread Man, which was also really nice considering we got the Gingerbread House, I believe, that year in 2020. And for the two new licenses, for DC Comics superheroes, we got Superman, which is one that I actually wish I got, because looking at the printing on that cape, that's sort of like the same style that we saw within one of the video games, where you get the Superman logo on the cape, which is absolutely amazing to see them include that on that particular ornament. Even better than the minifigure version, because I highly doubt that LEGO ever plans on doing that in the future, considering the status of DC superheroes. But anyways, in addition to that one, we have one of the ornaments that I really did not know about, that being from Jurassic World. We got the Velociraptor Blue, which is actually going for a pretty penny on the aftermarket these days. I wish I was able to get that one, because it actually looks really amazing. Probably would not be to scale with the minifigures that we have today, but still a really neat addition to the collection. Last year, 2021, we saw some more Star Wars celebrating the holiday special release. We got both Darth Vader and a Stormtrooper, bringing them back with these holiday sweaters that we also saw the minifigures from in the Advent calendar for the year before. The CMF continued some holiday variants with an elf holding a teddy bear, and DC is back with Wonder Woman, which I guess was to celebrate the Wonder Woman movie, which didn't really perform as well as it could have, so I guess that's why we don't have any more DC ornaments in 2022. Now on October 8th, 2022, we got the introduction of two more new licenses, that being the one that we actually looked at today. With LEGO Harry Potter, we got our very first Harry Potter ornament. Hopefully we'll see more next year. And it's really great to even see them make a Harry Potter ornament, considering there aren't any movies currently out on the market, though of course they make Harry Potter ornaments every year regardless. And for the other two ornament releases, we saw for the 90 years of LEGO, a blue astronaut or classic spaceman Benny. Really amazing to see them make that. And we also got from the collectible minifigures a Yeti that I think many people will enjoy adding to their collection. Now in addition to those three, we were also supposed to see BB-8 in a Christmas hat, which unfortunately got delayed into November. Not really sure if I'm gonna end up picking that one up or not. We're gonna have to wait and see. Now to end off this segment, one more style of ornament that I didn't talk about here are these sort of circular ones where you get a minifigure in the center. Now I only own one of these, that being from the LEGO Batman movie. I have Batman, though I believe there was also one with Darth Vader and some stormtroopers in the background, and I'm gonna try and find pictures of all these. I'll have them up on screen now for you to see. But there you have it, those are all of the ornaments from Hallmark that I own in my collection that are LEGO based. Hope to complete the collection someday. So overall, for $17, is this ornament worth it? I mean, if you're a fan of LEGO Harry Potter, I definitely recommend picking this up. I feel there's definitely room for more characters next year if this one sells well. Specifically, I think next we could see maybe Ron and Hermione appear in 2023, maybe even Dumbledore or Hagrid. I wouldn't be surprised if they give us a Voldemort, though of course I would like to get an older version of Harry, if they decide to even go that far. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for this video. I hope you enjoyed my highlight of the Hallmark LEGO ornaments over the years. That was really fun to actually research and see what we've actually gotten in the past, and to see how incomplete my Hallmark LEGO ornament collection really is. I really hope that we see more of these LEGO Harry Potter ornaments in the future, and if there are more, of course, I will get them and do more videos regarding them. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for this video. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, what your thoughts are on this ornament. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so every time I upload a new video. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!